for Sun Food Nutrition, we decided to go all the way to the sun, to the Temple of the Sun. Machu Picchu, the best place ever. We're having so much fun, it's unbelievable. Okay, so the Incan diet. Basically what they did is they went all the way down there and they brought up to these terraces all the river silt. So all the sand from the river is what they terraced this all out with. All the way from every layer. Sometimes they would put sheets of gold underneath. There could be sheets of gold right underneath these terraces. They would put that underneath and they'd put like 9 feet of soil, river silt on top of that. And then they would grow all their crops and they would channel it in right from the top of Machu Picchu or Machu Picchu mountain up there, channel the water, and you're going to see that over here. You can see that it still works. The plumbing system still works here. And then they would water all their crops with the melt off from up there. And wow, yeah, and then pretty soon you don't need anything because you've got the best soil ever. You've got the best water ever. So then what would you grow in that soil? Corn, right? Potato, stuff you could live on, right? Maca. What would they bring in here? Honey, all bee products, which they could have bees here.
Cacao.
And you don't need it. And the only thing they would really bring in is cacao from down there. They could go grow cacao right in that jungle right in Machu Picchu.
So how does the corn and potato pick up minerals? Like, does it pick up
Well, corn picks up more minerals than any other food.
Really?
Yeah, all grasses do. So corn can be the most powerful food in the world. It could be terrible. Yeah, all grasses are in that family. They can pick up everything that's there. So if you prepare the soil like the way they did it,
right.
Even now, if you dig in that soil, when we get up to Machu Picchu, you will not believe it. You dig in the soil up there, you will not believe how rich it is, even now, thousands of years later. I didn't even know it was river silt. I mean, that all happened because we were walking up there and this earthworm came out of the ground like it was like in a frenzy. I've never seen anything like it. This long, squirming right out of the ground, just flopping around on the ground. We're like, what in the world's going on? So then we started digging in the sand, and what you see just like you see in the silt of a river, you see the metals, right? You can see like the pyrite, you can see the colors, and then it's like, whoa, it's river silt. And I just hiked it all the way up there.
So the river carries the minerals from the earth?
Yeah, everything in that's the best river silt in the world right there. The reason why the food is so good here, the reason why the corn is so big here, is because the minerals that were kind of crunched out of the Andes when this whole thing popped out of the ocean are all been exposed. And when we drive down the highway, you see it. You see those beds of minerals that are coming down and stuff that looks like it's. I mean, you saw some iron in some of the rock today. Did you notice that? Some of the rust, and there's copper in the soil there, and pretty much everything. You can see silver deposits in the side of the mountains. Well, you can imagine exactly what's in there. I mean, a whole bunch of minerals that come down into the river. The river mixes them up like a big mixing pot, and then they grow their corn in that. And that corn is completely different than, say, something that's grown with pesticides in the middle of the U.S. Obviously. In fact, it's so much different. It's so much better for you that it's like a different food completely. Well, what we're really onto is the best food ever has to be the best grown food ever. It's a whole new level of agriculture. Sun Food Nutrition, your resource for the best day ever, constantly, only again and again, only all the time. Have the best day ever. Yeah.